why it's always good to have multiple test kits. I thought we was going to have a problem here. Let's check it out and get right into it. Hey babe, can I take the dining room table out of there so I can put a indoor pond about 300 gallons? I mean, do we really need a table for 3 people? I'm just saying, we could have a sweet pond in the middle of the dining room. No? Yeah? I can get the stuff today. No? This ain't over. We'll talk about it later. But anyways, back to my issue. So I came here to check the parameters in 2 of my 125-gallon tanks. So we're going to start the process of moving. Sorry about this cord here. I'm going to start the process of moving these goldfish, probably 2 or 3 at a time, over to this tank so I can have this tank available for my mbunas. And then I can come over here and get these blood parrots and this pleco out of this aquarium that has the crappy glass on it that I got for free and put it in here where the mbunas are, because this has real nice glass on it. But before I did that, I wanted to check on my temperatures and my water parameters and make sure they were close to the same. I monitor and check every week as it is, but I always like to do it when I'm doing things like this. That's another little tip for you. Anytime you're going to make moves like this, make sure you check your water regardless and make sure they're very close to the same. If they're not, you're going to have to assimilate the fish in a bucket to get used to the water before putting them in so you don't cause them any shock. Even though goldfish are tanks, they can handle a lot of crap that you can give them. I still like to treat them as good as I can. I know you're hungry. You're always hungry. Big girl. So anyways, I went through and checked all my parameters, and I was using my API liquid test kit, which is one of my favorites, along with AquariumCoop ammonia and multi-test strips. I talk about them all the time. If you guys follow me, they're great test kits. But this is a prime example why you should have at least a couple different test kits on hand. Sometimes you can get a false reading. So I did check the parameters. When I was doing the ammonia, my liquid test kit was telling me I had about 5 ppm ammonia. And my other tank was fine. So I had that little tinge of green. So I'm like, no, it doesn't seem right. I just tested this not long ago. You know, I do bi-weekly water changes. The tank is clean. Something's weird here. And I thought maybe, you know, that FX6 was totally cleaned out, and I redid it when I started this tank a month or 2 back. So I thought maybe, you know, I didn't have a good bacteria filter colonized, and it wasn't handling the load, you know. I've been kind of monitoring that anyways, but I thought maybe it's starting to catch up. So I said, well, that don't seem right, but you never know. So ran my tests. So I grabbed my AquariumCoop ammonia strip, and it said my ammonia is fine. So I went ahead and went back to the API liquid test kit, scooped another vial of water, and ran the test again. And it said it was now fine in the yellow. So just putting a little quick video out to when you're testing your tanks and you feel like something's a little off and it shouldn't be, you never know. There could be an issue you don't know of. That's why we test water. But don't jump to the gun. Take some time. Maybe get a second test. Hey, like the strips are nice because they're a lot quicker and they're just as accurate. I say that all the time as the liquid test kit from API. But in this case, I was able to catch a fault in the first test I did with the API liquid master test kit. Couple different tests, confirmed with each other, and found out yes, it was just a bad reading. Did a second one, it came out good. So yep, just a little quick video. If you're testing your tanks, don't always jump to conclusions. Don't be afraid to test again. Don't be afraid to get a different test kit, because you can have mistakes like anything. You know? Sometimes you can buy a brand new piece of equipment or a brand new anything and have an issue with it. That's what they call them lemons for, right? So don't always trust your first test if something seems off. Test it again. Maybe get another high quality accurate test kit like AquariumCoop's test strips. So that's it. Have a good 4th of July. Everybody stay safe. We're going to be doing some fireworks ourselves tonight. I hope you guys have fun. Till next video, Thanks again.
Just throw in one little more tip. When you're using the API Liquid Master Test Kit and you don't have enough of the glass vials for your water samples, like I do, I have a lot of them, so this doesn't affect me. But if you only have a 4 to 8 and you need to reuse the same vial you just tested your tank on, make sure that you rinse it out and use a paper towel to get in there and dry all the residual tap water you might have left in the vial, and get it nice and dry, because you do not want to get a false reading from that.